Hey, what's up guys? It's Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. All right, today we're gonna do another frequently asked questions video for you guys. This one talking about estimates and bidding and whether or not to charge for your estimates. I think it's a really good topic, one that I've been pegged that question with a lot lately, and I wanna answer that one for you guys right here, right now. Let's check it out.
Make the ground shake.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. All right, you guys have been digging these FAQ videos, 4 or 5 minutes or less, and I promise I'm gonna get back to making sure that they're 5 minutes or less. But a lot of you guys have really been enjoying these videos. Whether you're brand new in business or you've been around for a little while, 10 or 20 years, little topics like this are always really good because 2 reasons. 1, it keeps you sharp. 2, it always helps you know what's going on latest and greatest in the industry. So by the end of this one, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear you guys weigh in and definitely help the community out, definitely help the new guys in business as well, to understand what to do with doing bids and estimates. So love to hear your guys' thoughts for sure. So here's the deal. A lot of you guys have been asking me whether or not we charge for estimates for our clients and our customers. And I thought it was a really interesting topic, but at the same point, I think it's a little more complicated to answer because I deal more with lawn maintenance than I do with landscaping. Let me explain. For example, when I have a new customer call me or leave a voicemail, and my voicemail is, hey, thanks for calling, leave your name, number, address, and the question or the property in question, and we'll get back with you. It's really easy for me to go on my smartphone, Google map it, take a look at it. Possibly I'm already in the subdivision anyway, and we can drive by and take a look at it. And when I take a look at those properties, for the most part, my subdivisions that I'm in, a lot of you guys know I'm in subdivision style homes here in Metro Detroit, Michigan, they're all pretty identical. They're all pretty similar. There's not a lot of variables other than a pool, a gated backyard, or a corner lot for the most part. Somebody might have an atrociously large size deck in the background, or the backyard, I should say. But that's pretty much the 3 or 4 major variables, and usually when I call those customers back, I can vet that over the phone. So that kind of leads me to the point where if I know that most of my lawns are $30 for a minimum in some of these subdivisions, and some of the corner lots go up to 35 bucks or something like that, right? I already have this window where the margin for my error or the time required or invested to go look at that property is actually pretty nominal. Now here's the deal. Here's where it gets trickier though. A lot of you guys, and this is why I love FAQ videos, and this is why I love community, for you guys to weigh in, because I'm gonna have to lean on you guys even more for this one, is that what do you do when the property is something that's going to require a little bit more attention, a little bit more, there's a lot more variables going on with it than what I just listed. But I think the reality is that you don't really get too many of those variables when it comes to lawn care. I definitely see that coming to landscaping. For example, a lot of you guys always want my friend Brandon to do YouTube videos for sure, and why not? He's a great dude, he's a great resource, he's on the come up, and I'm really proud of everything he has going on. But one of the things I told him was, don't do YouTube right now at the sacrifice of growing your business. And a lot of you guys know that Brandon does landscaping only, he doesn't mow. So for him, at the end of an 8 or 10 hour day doing landscaping, he has to come home and then prepare landscaping bids, quotes, and estimates for the next couple of customers between 6 p.m. and midnight at night to have ready for the next day. It's not really like that for lawn mowing. As you guys would imagine, if you're doing more landscaping work, whether it's brick pavers, retaining walls, plants and shrubs, flowers, you're power washing, you're building something, you're making pergolas or stonework or brick pavers and brick paver patios, right? There's so many numbers, there's so many variables. If a customer wants a different material, a different finish, a different color, a different design, a different texture, mulch, rock, so on and so forth, right? There's so many different variables where you can't just quote that over the phone. You have to see it in person, which leads me to the whole point of whether or not you guys charge for estimates. So I don't charge for estimates whether I see the property in person or I, obviously answer that question over the phone for lawn mowing, because there's only 3 or 4 variables in my margin. It's not even a percentage thing. It's just, do you have a gated backyard? Nope. Do you have a pool? Nope. Okay, the subdivision that you're in, all of my properties are usually about 30 bucks. I'm guessing you're probably 30 bucks. Are you a corner lot? Yes. Okay, it's $35, right? However, if you're a landscaper and you show up to a property, I guess my question is to you guys is, do you landscapers charge for estimates? Now, I guess, I don't know where this whole language came up in the whole past where free estimates, right? Because although that's free for the customer, it is definitely not free for the landscaper. Let's say you're on somebody's property at 6 p.m. at night, the customer gets home and they want to have a conversation and they have this whole beautiful imaginative mind. They want to redo the whole backyard, and you know, the job does turn into $14,000, right? But it's free for the customer for you to be there, but it's not free for the contractor to be there. And whether you're making $400 an hour, $100 an hour, or $25 an hour, no right or wrong answer. The fact of the matter though is that it's costing you, the contractor, money. I also understand it's an investment into earning that job, and sometimes that might just come with the territory of being a landscaper. So maybe that's just why you don't charge for estimates as a landscaper. So I see the answer to both sides. Some folks I know in the past have said like, hey, an estimate might be $100, or you know, differently is the design work. Of course, making a design might be $250 or to $500 or $2,500, and that might be rolled into the price of some $40,000, $60,000, $80,000 landscape install, and I totally get that. But what I'm talking about is the actual time invested into doing an estimate. Again, a lot of you guys that do landscaping and brick pavers and patios and all that mess can, you know, like I said with my friend Brandon, invest 4 or 5 hours into doing an estimate with numbers and variables and costs and material costs and product costs. That I'm kind of curious, how do you guys factor that in? You could be 4 or 5 hours invested into a job just to have the customer say no, change their mind, or have another company come on in and undercut. So that's it. I'm over and out on this one. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. For mowing, I'm pretty sure that it's a pretty straightforward price. You can use Google Maps and technology to pretty much quote that stuff over the phone in 2019, okay, with technology. But landscaping, hardscaping, patios, brick pavers, all that mess, what do you guys do? That's probably more of my question, maybe geared more towards that audience. So any which way, even for lawn mowing, do you guys charge for estimates? Do you guys charge for your time invested into taking on that new client and providing them some ideas of what they're looking for? Let me know, leave me a comment down below, and that's it from me, guys.